Nice. You are live. All right, let's see. Am I though? Am I actually live? All right, mic's good. Yeah, mic's good there. Check 1, 2. YouTube. How we looking? It's the old stream, right? It's the old stream. Build in public with Nano Banana. It's a 2-hour stream. How we doing on audio here? Don't have audio. Hello, hello. Oh wait. Now I can hear it. Never mind. That was me, not the stream. Okay. Okay. And then Twitch. How's Twitchy going? Audio good? Yeah. Can't go live on X or TikTok yet. How about X? Did it show me live? This macro hard. The hard counter to Microsoft. Macro hard. Does this show me? Hey, there we go. Casual Friday stream. Let's go. Plug my phone real quick. All right. Cool. Here's the chat overlay. Chat overlay is good. All right. Gonna be honest, I didn't even get to my school stuff today yet. Not yet, anyway. We'll get there. I'll probably do that after this. New comment. Oh, nice. Danilo dropping a comment on there. What a good dude. Need to do a lot of stuff. All right. I probably won't today. We had some wins this week. You know, you got to celebrate your wins. Let's see. But we'll do some brand stats. I didn't gamify my title, so I'm not gonna hit like 100. It was crazy yesterday. X hit like 100, over 100. But I mean, X is weird. I don't know that it's actually doing. It's like counting it as views, so they're not actually viewers. I think it's just like giving us some total. It's not like a live count, which is like, I don't know, kind of weird. I mean, I guess that's not what YouTube and Twitch do. They do more of a live count. I think X is just trying to game the numbers a little bit, trying to play the stats. Anyway, don't need that false inflation of numbers. Yeah. So I wrote a newsletter this morning. That could be the nice meta. I'll just read you the newsletter. How about that? What a nice way to start this off. Now, I do need to promote the newsletter more. That is also something I need to do. Need to post on X more. That was going to be. I think I actually have a system. I started a system at least for that. For N8N, that it was going to like repurpose a newsletter into content. So I need to just get all these systems running. So need to use my own systems, I guess. Yeah. So at least got a post yesterday. Finally got a YouTube video up yesterday, which is good. The Monday.com stuff does not seem to be the hot traffic items. So I don't know. I may have to go beyond just the approach of like, oh, just a video a week is good, but a video a week that's actually doing pretty well probably would be more important. As well as some shorts, on different platforms and stuff. So time to start filling in this here TikTok platform, and then repurpose. It might be blotato time. Get all this stuff going. But Yeah. So let's see. Do some numbers first. Yesterday I did pretty well. Wait, today's Friday. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, I haven't done anything on Skool yet. I will. We'll definitely do that later. But yeah, 28 activities on Skool yesterday. It's kind of low. I was hitting into the 40s. I think I planned to get back to it and I never did. So that was also part of it. I had a good run in the morning and then I got I got a video thing posted in time, which helped. So that was good. But yeah, need to step up those numbers a little bit. So okay, 28 activities on the 21st. 22 on 21st. So 21st, 28. I haven't set up my other sheets, but I may do that. I may set up some more sheets to do this. Do some like brand stats. So I do like that. I do like the number tracking. So it's kind of just a good way to see what's going on, especially when like the numbers are not super high. Like I'm not jumping in after I have 100,000 subscribers. Like, oh yeah, now it's time to track all my numbers. Start while the numbers are low. Okay, so that was 843. I think it's up to 847 now. There we go. Four subscribers. Okay, so I mean that's actually not bad. We got some numbers there. That's not bad. And then yeah, this last video. Wait, what was that? Wait. 8 of 10. Yep, the classic. The 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10 is the goal. I think I even have that website up. Oh wait, no, it's on my laptop. You wanna have that good release, Got to keep those numbers high. But yeah, this one not so much. I think I changed the title a little bit because I've been going off of sometimes like the vidIQ. vidIQ does pretty well as far as like recommending some titles and stuff, but I don't think it always does because like some of the ones that I changed ended up doing better than what it recommended. So look at this, very nice. Please do keep up the good work. First video of yours, nice. Yeah, so need the community post going. That was pretty good actually. For the last one I did, it got 4 likes and 4 comments. I will take that. That's not bad. Yeah. And these are the main stats I care about right now. Twitch though, I mean, you guys have been killing it. You got me. Oh, wow, I have 4 subscribers. That's more than I thought. Nice. Then 18 followers. I mean, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good ratio. I will take that. That's not bad. 4 sub points. Oh, is sub points? Is that how I unlock more emotes? I think. I don't know. Yeah, I need to focus on that more. But man, I don't know. Part of me does want to just kind of go full on streamer mode. Tech streamer. I don't know what it would be. What are we doing in this category? What is this thing? What are we doing here? There's my mod view. I don't need this in 2 places. Let's just go to twitch.com or twitch.tv rather. Old school RuneScape. There we go. I was just talking about Last Epoch last night. Sounds kind of fun. Path of Exile 2. What are we doing? Software and gaming. Wanted to see what was going on in our category. Or am I? Oh no, it's using talk shows. Oh, that's why. Can I change that? I don't want to be in talk shows. Can I be in? I mean, I guess yeah. Technically, I'm not actually coding anything, so fair enough. But can I do software and development? It's a category I'd rather be in. There we go. Cool. What are we doing? Co-op survival game. This is game dev. I would like to do some game dev at some point. Skeleseller. Looking very. What do you call it? What's that game? Completely forgot. Can't think of it. Drawing a complete blank. What is that game called? Um, why can't I think? Stardew Valley. Wow, I don't know. It's a complete blank on my part. But yeah, looking very Stardew Valley on that one. Looks cool. There we go. Yeah, look at these numbers drop off. Pretty easy to be higher in the category. All right, maybe not. All right, maybe everybody's kind of hanging around here in the 6 range, 6, 5, 4 range, 3. Okay. Got some work to do there. Yeah, I definitely didn't want to be in the talk shows and podcasts category. That would explain why I didn't see myself the other day, because I was like scrolling through. I was like, wait a minute, like I don't even see the stream. But it helps if you're in the right category to see yourself in that stream. Oh, look at that. Work from home agency office hours. Nice. Crazy. All right. Anyway. Yeah. Casual Friday stream. That's what we're doing here. That's the only problem with being on Twitch. I mean, I know they try to go away from being gaming. They're like, oh, they're broad now. They're everything, but they're still gaming. No gaming though. We've got work to do. Speaking of, yeah, probably gonna be a pretty short stream today, so not gonna do too much. Just wanted to hop on. Got to keep the streak alive, you know. This is day 5 of this week, and what do we got? 2 weeks in a row. I don't know that I'm going to be able to keep that up. I mean, but I should be able to at least do like Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday, probably next week. Yeah, next week I think will be Monday through Thursday. I might get a quick stream in on Friday. I gotta travel next week, so next week's gonna be different. Or not the week after. So Friday next week will be probably traveling, so I might not be on, and then the week after I'll probably be back at my house. So I'll be streaming from a different location. It'll look a little different. So probably back to streaming on the laptop, which is kind of nice because at least I used to stream on the laptop, so I know how to do that. So that'll be good. That's where it all started, I think. Actually, that was where I first started streaming. That's where we started the podcast, which need to bring the podcast back too. So lots to do. New from Prime. Get some games. I don't have a Prime account attached to this. Yeah, podcast would be good. I know I forget, somebody was talking about a live stream podcast, so that might have been Naj. But yeah, the only concern with like the live stream podcast is that it's all live, so it has to be edited, or self-edited, I guess. So not a lot of room for error. So that's like, kind of like the safety net of being able to record a podcast. So not going to do that this time, but maybe in the future. We'll see what happens. You never know. Circumstances change. We may look at something else, but yeah. What else is on the plan for today? I keep talking about like actually doing stuff. Now you can choose. Oh wait. Oh yeah. I think it's got sorry, got websites blocked. What is Nano Banana back? Is it back for what's that website called? Yup. Is it on Yup? I think I still have it up. Can we see it? I don't care about my profile. Top models. 03. Chat. I don't even know how to pick that. I got to learn my Yup. Top 10 vibe models. Open models. Models $1 per million tokens. Yeah, it's crazy. Nano Banana. Is it back? Yeah, it's back. Nice. Cool. Have you been messing around with it? Have you been using it? Number 1. Hey, from Scotland. How's it going? Hey, were you the one that were you getting the, what was it, the DGX? I think I recognize that profile picture. From Scotland, huh? So this is evening for you then. It's a late stream for you. Yes, nice. Did you get it? Did you get the? Did you get to run some stuff on it? I just saw. I think I was just looking at something yesterday where somebody was talking about a DGX. I was very jealous. Be pretty cool to get my hands on one of those. I mean, I guess I'm sitting here with like a pretty nice video card already, but you know, can always do better. Can always upgrade. Nano Bananaing, ranked number 1 in Vibe score. So launch fall 2025. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, you're on the list. Okay, cool. So got some time. Don't get to actually use it yet. So all right, have to wait until then. That's exciting though. That'd be super exciting. Be anxious to hear how that goes. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. How things been going? Been hey man, if you can, might as well. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. Because how much that it has like yeah, then if you link it, that would be nuts. That'd be great. You basically have your own like, you know, comparable server going on. You don't need anybody working on N8N. Nice. What are you doing on N8N right now? I know you're running. I remember you said you were running some local models and stuff on N8N already. So always plenty to do. 75,000. Yeah, that's a lot. That's awesome. That'd be great. Be jealous. I would be very jealous. So I was just talking about running like just a couple Mac Minis just to kind of have things going. But I mean, it would not have the graphic processing power for that. So that'd be great. Automated course generator. Very nice. Yeah, for sure. No, you could totally do that. You're gonna try to do, I guess, text-based courses, or yeah, what kind of courses are we talking about? So I mean, you could go to like the HeyGen route or whatever if you wanted to do like a talking head kind of thing. So that might not be a bad, not a bad way to go. I don't know if there's open source models for that. Probably. I mean, isn't like you probably use like Kling AI, and those kind of models to like generate those talking profiles. But if it's just a text-based course, then that'd be easy enough. I mean, I think he already has. I think he's already earned 7,500 pounds. He's looking to spend 7,500 pounds, so I think he's good. How about you, player? How are you doing? You working on earning your 7,500 pounds? 85%. So we can try it on. Nice. Yeah, we can use it. Nice. NVIDIA DGX Spark. Be able to create courses, text, video generation, text to speech, all running on 2 DGX. Yeah, for sure. No, for sure. That would run super well. I don't know if I was gonna almost demo mine when it runs on here, but I might be pushing. Let's see, where's my performance? My GPU load's not too bad. I'm just worried if I run it, like my GPU will spark pretty high, but I'm running faster Whisper on this machine in particular, and that thing can like fly. I mean, it flies through 2 to 3, or it'll fly through like an hour long transcript in like a couple minutes. Not even, I think it's under a minute each month. Yeah, 7,500 a month would be that's pretty solid. But hey, man, you got time. You got plenty of time to build up to make it 75 or more. Got to keep hustling out there. Minis Forum MS01 running N8N for workflows. What's Minis Forum? Minis Forum MS01. What's that? Minis Forum. Okay. MS01. This guy? Okay. Yeah, that would get the job done. And that would be considerably cheaper than a Mac Mini. Nice. How much RAM does this bad boy do? 32 gigs of RAM. Okay. Yeah, no, for sure. For just running that with 9060. There we go. Yeah, a 9 terabyte NVMe. That's awesome. Yeah, 96 gigs of RAM. That's what I was thinking. Like, at least you'd probably need at least 64, but 96 would be great. Very nice. One tip: also try shorts, not too much, but for growing audience, as well as try to post a long video each week, not daily, but shorts can. Yeah, no, for sure. I know. I keep putting it off because it's like if I'm trying, as an engineer or whatever, trying to over engineer. So I keep working on the system that's going to create shorts for me. And I should, I mean, at this point, I could have posted, dozens of shorts if I just done it myself. So yeah, I keep thinking like, oh, as soon as I build the system, it'll do it for me, and then I'll catch up. But yeah, man, no, I totally appreciate that. I definitely need to. That seems to be the general consensus. So for sure, single or stuck. I'm definitely single, but I'm trying to do too much. I've got a lot going on between doing app development and then doing this, and yeah, so just trying to do too much. So yeah, but no, for sure. I mean, yeah, shorts is like next on the list. That's the thing. I gotta get shorts going. So you're absolutely right. Sure. Well, and that's what I was talking about earlier. I think really what I'm gonna do is create the shorts, post them to TikTok, and then repost them back to Instagram and YouTube. So that way, it's like I can just kind of hit a bunch of different platforms at once. Just try to get that growth going, and then we can optimize from there. But yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate the input for sure. That is definitely the goal. 56 years old, Bachelor of Engineering degree in computing and master's degree in digital marketing. Keen to connect with others interested in AI and NNN. Awesome, man. Yeah, similar for me at least. I started in computer engineering. That was my when I went to Purdue. That was my initial degree, and I ended up switching to CIT instead. So I got a degree in computer information technology, which is like, I mean, it's been fine. I basically had to kind of like claw my way out of a technology degree to become a software engineer instead. Probably should have gone to CS, but I mean, it ended up working. It just took a little while. Everybody thought that my degree was about networking, which I didn't really want to do, like as far as like building networks and that kind of thing. But yeah, man, for sure. Engineering, you can't go wrong with an engineering degree. Masters in digital marketing, that's pretty awesome. Do you use that as well? I thought about, I don't know. I was gonna do a I don't know, almost did econ, but yeah, keen on the NNN and AI for sure. Vlad, how's it going, man? What's up? We're casual Friday hanging out here. And then yeah, N8N, that's the big one, right? Because like you can self-host, so you can run it on your own system. Zapier and Make, you got to pay for it. I mean, they have I think you can do self-installed make.com, I think, but it's also, I think it's more so for like running on-prem things. You still have to pay for it. It's more of like an enterprise thing. But yeah, exactly. N8N self-hosted with no limit number of workflows. Yeah, for sure. As long as your machine can handle it, like you're good to go. So I definitely get that. And it's funny, like that's what I need to do. That was actually what I was going to probably do like a video about, just because I see that topic a lot. It gets asked a lot as far as like, oh, should I be running self-hosted N8N? And it's like, I mean, I like self-hosted N8N for personal projects like this. Like that makes total sense to just like run it on your own. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, run N8N on your own and then use it for stuff like this. And like you can just run it infinitely, have it running all the time. But I would not do self-hosted N8N if you're trying to get clients. Like if you're trying to work with other people and try to help them with N8N, then they should be running have them pay for an N8N account and run it through the cloud, and then help them build their account. But like wouldn't run N8N self-hosted if you're trying to like sell it. So unless you know what you're doing. I mean, unless at that point like you're hopefully a networking master, so then you can set up a cloud system and start selling your own self-hosted N8N. But yeah, for local projects and stuff, definitely in it. Self-hosted N8N is a good way to go. But yeah, for sure, Vlad's definitely here. You could, yeah, exactly, right, yeah. Like you could do a VPS for N8N. You could go host it and whatever. Go host it on DigitalOcean or what's the other one? Render, I think is the new one that like they've Render. Is it Render.io? They make it super easy to go ahead and deploy it. But it's just like you still got to deal with all like the networking and stuff. You got to set up, so yeah, you got to set up your URL and all that stuff. Yeah, there you go. Got the time. Got to stay busy when you're retired. That's awesome, man. But yeah, running the Asustar Lockstar 4 Gen 2 with 4 16 terabyte NAS on RAID 5. Very nice. That's awesome. That is a solid setup. I actually just got a yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, you can't just use Cloudflare tunnels to network. So at least like you can get to your apps outside your network. So it takes some work, a little bit of extra config, but totally possible. Mostly, I would like that for being able to connect to I don't know, like some of the stuff, like if you wanted to have like a Telegram based bot or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Like you have to know how to do all that stuff, which is kind of a pain. So as far as like setting up environment variables and that kind of thing. Yeah, there you go. And ngrok, ngrok is another way, at least to be able to expose it if you need to get to it outside of your network. So, like if you're trying to, do like a Telegram bot or something like that, and you need your local workflow to connect to something, then you can tunnel through that. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, if you're trying to do like clients and client work, like that's where it's makes a lot more sense to just let n8n handle it. Let the client sign up for their own. But that's cool. That's cool. We actually ran into that. One of my buddies was trying to do that, where he was trying to get Telegram bots to work with his local n8n, and it wasn't working. So that's good to know. I think I was going to push him toward the to the ngrok approach. So, Isaac, how's it going, man? Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the activity in Skool the other day. Appreciate the input. Definitely more n8n content needs to come up here in the future. So I will definitely be working on that. So appreciate the feedback, man. But thanks for stopping by. How's it going? So this is just casual Friday stream. We're just hanging out. A lot of YouTubers today too, which is awesome. Like the YouTube chat activity. Definitely appreciate it. Trying to figure it out for so long. It took 5 hours for Docker and ngrok because it's my first time using both. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to jump into. Docker is not super intuitive, and ngrok. I've only used ngrok a little bit. I can't remember. I ran across something. I think I was doing something. I was trying to do like a Webflow plugin or something like that, and I needed ngrok to be able to connect. And so that was the first time I'd used it. But it is nice. It's a pretty nice feature. It made it pretty easy to sign up. But that's a lot to jump into. Scottish, see if you can self-host or run stuff international or internally, and not pay monthly fees, then it's a win-win. Absolutely, yeah, for sure. I mean, hey, yeah, especially if it's just your own projects and stuff. That's why I use self-hosted n8n all the time. I mean, you can kind of also get away with, I think, just running tests. So like if you just don't activate the workflow, I think you can kind of run it a lot and not have to worry about paying for it because it doesn't really qualify as running. But I think I'm sure that's abusable. So like if it gets too far, then they'll just kind of start charging you anyway. Because I've definitely spammed test workflows a lot. So yeah, but self-hosted isn't easy. It's easy enough to just get one up and running if you just want to test some stuff anyway. But hey there, Drive Stars, you're on a streak yourself. Thanks for stopping by. You're so you've been here, I think, basically all week, right? 5 for 5 at least this week, and I know you were here last week. So thanks, man. Keeping the streak alive. And I just start the container in Docker with one click and try one ngrok command, and then where'd that go? Oh, there we go. Ngrok command and all good. Yeah, there you go. I mean, and that's the nice thing about like Docker. Docker can, like, once you've got it working, it is one command and it's usually pretty self-maintaining. So it's like, as long as there isn't like a major update, you can just let it run and it's good to go. You're in Scotland with a 1 gig internet via fiber. Oh man, that is fantastic. That's awesome. Man, you've got like the whole setup. You got some beastly machines and solid internet. That's awesome. And hopefully, I don't know, how is Scotland like in terms of cost of living? Like I'm sure it's probably not too bad, right? Or is it still, I don't know, crazy, I guess, as far as like rent and or mortgage and or whatever. I appreciate that. Well, I appreciate you. Yeah, thank you for the feedback. Still more to come. Still trying to iron out this process. But yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Not cheap. Okay, yeah. Yeah, me neither. That's kind of what I was wondering. So just curious. It's like, man, might have to switch if that's the case. But yeah, same here. I'm in I'm in Chicago, so this is not cheap. I used to live in Indiana, which was much cheaper in the US, but it's getting up there too. But Vlad, what you're saying? So with Upwork client, you just handed them JSON or yeah, exactly. Like so so the guy I've been working with right now, he has his own n8n instance, and then he invited me, like he sent an invite in his n8n instance to me so that I could join his, and then I can change I can change some of his workflows and stuff. I don't have access to all of his accounts, so that's still kind of annoying because he still has to go in and make sure that the nodes can connect to his other connections. But yeah, you have them set up their own init instance and then help them run the workflows, and that way they're paying for it, they're managing it, and then yeah, exactly. He just had the cloud version, so yeah. Which I mean, I guess technically, like if they wanted to run their own, they could. Kind of like you pointed out that they could run their own self-hosted, and then tunnel through with Cloudflare or something like that and invite you to join. But like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So like credentials, like if you're doing self-hosted, I believe it uses Postgres. So like it spins up its own database to manage all the credentials and stuff. So that's why it's also kind of a pain, because you have to actually run an image for that as well, and then have to manage these. I mean, it handles most of that on its own, right? Because like init's already got most of that code taken care of. But for the cloud version, yeah, you basically have to create new credentials. So like he sends an invite to me, and then I log in. I create a new login for his instance, which is separate from my instance, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's a little bit more of a pain, but it is nice to kind of keep things separate, and that way he gets to keep all of his init and stuff. I can just hop in, help him out, and then he gets to keep it afterward too. So don't have to worry about like transferring or whatever. But and like you mentioned, like you can actually just grab the JSON. I actually did that for one of them, where like I went and built the entire workflow in my own instance, so I could like to make sure that I could get everything connected to test accounts and stuff, and then go ahead and then dropped that entire workflow into his instance instead, and then just had him update a few values to be able to work with his stuff instead of mine. So yeah, a couple ways to handle that, but a little bit of coordinating there. So wife is Bulgarian. Once the last daughter finishes uni, moving to Bulgaria for retirement. Okay, I want to build an online business for my daughter. Oh, nice. Okay, very nice. Also, the two DGX Sparks linked together. Her own private AI supercomputer. Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. Yeah, and help her out. Yeah, help her learning how to functioning autistic. Yeah, man, that would be great. That'd be a huge resource. I'm sure. Yeah, she can get a ton of data out of that. So that's awesome, man. What kind of business where you're going to try to build for? What kind of online business? You said, I guess, courses, right? But I guess courses about stuff. Yeah, a lot of times I will do my externals, do my workflows to externals. Kind of depends. Like the one that I'm running on here, I'm actually probably going to run a local, just because I want some stuff to run constantly, and I don't want to pay for it. so like this computer, I was running Llama 20B, so that I could have it run constantly and not have to pay for it. But for little stuff, like some of the other workflow demos and stuff that I do, I'll just use like GPT or GPT Mini, just because I'm not doing anything crazy. And it's kind of also the opposite, where like if I need to do something really big, like for a little while I was doing a personalized outreach email, like cold email system. And for that, I went ahead and paid GPT or paid OpenAI to run that API call, because it was going through like a couple thousand rows, and it cost like $3-4 to like go through whatever it was, personalized, like I forget. I did a crazy amount. I did like 2,000 rows of emails, and so I just let GPT handle all of that, and it cost me like $3. So depending on the scenario, I'll let them run it. But yeah, for the most part, I've been now taking advantage of this machine that I'm using, that I'm streaming from. It's multi-purpose, but yeah, I like to run the local models. I was also messing around with which one? Gwen Coder. I was going to see how Gwen Coder works, just to see about maybe having something that could run passively and help me do some PRs and stuff in the background. So yeah, I don't know. Kind of been, like I said, kind of all over the place. Got a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, speaking of CodeRabbit, I think CodeRabbit. That was another one that I keep hearing about that actually would help a lot. It sounds like that actually might not be too bad of a service. So that may be something I'll be looking into as well. So I haven't totally embraced the AI agent, like async coding, but definitely something I'm going to look into. Hoping to distill some AI models. They are optimized for automated course creation. I mean, I'm sure you can. I mean, it sounds like that's kind of been more of a trend lately, as far as I don't know. I remember seeing at least one video where they're talking about how like a lot of the big models are getting really good at training smaller models. So you probably pretty easily could, especially with your beastly machine that you're going to be building. Like you could actually, be able to train a model fairly well. So if you're good with good with your Python scripting, you might be able to create a decent model training system. New Gemini CLI looks interesting to integrate into code editors. I heard something about that. Well, which one? Like Gemini code, or I haven't. I've tried it once and then I burned through all the context and then I gave up. So is it Gemini code, right? There we go. Code assist. Yeah, Gemini CLI. Yeah, that's right. I tried it a little bit, but yeah, it was cool. It like burned through GPT Pro. I think I was like, I hooked it up to my repo, and I was like, yeah, I need some new tests. Like I needed some extra test coverage. So like, let's work on that, which is actually kind of bad. Apparently, AI is not great for unit tests. So it it basically churned through my context within like a couple minutes, and then it's like, all right, you're done with Gemini Pro. Like time to move back to Gemini Flash. It's like, ah man, all right. But okay, so how do you see the competition on the AI automation fields to sell automations to business or have some projects? As far as like, I don't know, becoming like saturated, Gemini CLL 2.0. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I haven't. I needed to give that a try as well. It probably would be better than I don't know. Trying to find that balance of like local hosted versus cloud hosted. So I don't know. A couple things to try out there, but yeah, Isaac, I guess you mean as far as like competition of you selling it, or it's like to sell automations to business or have some projects? Because I think there's a ton of opportunity. Like, I mean, there's going to be tons of people that are doing it, but at the same time, there's going to be tons of people that need it. So as long as you know are sticking with it, yeah, especially if like you can find your niche and focus on like one thing and make it easy to sell. It's kind of like everything else. Like it kind of comes down to like the selling is probably more important than the actual thing itself. So if you can get good at sales, then you can sell it. So yeah, for sure. No, I definitely, yeah, exactly. It's still very, very new. I mean, it's getting to the point now where like GPT, the term GPT in general, like more and more people have actually used it. But it's tough when you're in it and you're doing a lot of AI stuff and you just kind of take for granted. You think that everybody's doing it and it's everywhere, and then you go outside the internet and then there's plenty of people that have no idea what GPT even is. So yeah, it's hard. You feel like you're behind when you're doing stuff like this and you're talking to all these communities and stuff, but like when you go in the real world, you're way behind, or they are way behind, you're way ahead. So just have to not try to be in like the super competitive spots, I guess. So to succeed, you have to become the authority in a niche. Yeah, I mean, the easiest way to be found is to become like the niche in something specific. So that's definitely an easy way to do it, because then you can try to like, I mean, that's basically what I was kind of trying to do, is like capture search and that kind of thing, so that you just kind of naturally find people that are looking for that thing. You become the result of the search they're looking for. I feel like a lot of people in the field have great technical knowledge and build insane automations, but they aren't good at the sales part, which is arguably more important. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm kind of in that boat. Yeah, where I'm more of the engineer, less of the sales, getting better at the sales part. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it's really kind of a combo of both, because like you can have, you have the people that are really good at sales, but they're building these ridiculous systems that you can't really sell. They market well, they look impressive, but I mean, if you were to go use them for anything beyond just like a cool demo, you realize how incredibly unreliable they are, because they do all this crazy stuff. And unfortunately, like AIs are still not super reliable. Like they're getting there, but they're not quite there. Yeah, no, exactly. That's a great call. That's why I try to balance out your computer degree with the master's degree in digital marketing. Yeah, that's super smart. Try to balance both sides. What about YouTube creation? I mean, end-to-end content, a lot of competition, tool to create with other freelancers or connectors. Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think. Well, let's see. Say YouTube is definitely getting more and more competitive. Let's see. I don't want to optimize. I want to look at keywords. Outliers. Oh, no, not outliers. Keywords. Yeah, it's crazy because people definitely picked up on the trend. It's still good. Like, so there's still 4 million people searching for N8N on YouTube. But oh man, actually that's the first time I've seen it got a high. I think it used to be medium, but now the competition is high. So yeah, people definitely jumped on the N8N trend. So it is tough. And that's, I mean, and I don't know. That's probably like everything else. Really, the secret to anything is just consistency. Oh man, is yeah. Let's see. Yeah, drop shipping was the hot thing for a while. Drop ship. Let's see what we got. Is it becoming hot again? How to drop ship? What do we got? Drop shipping. Wow, it's actually dropped off a lot. Creating my own avatar and cloning my voice for an in workflow video creation. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it definitely helps for output. Um, and then yeah, again, like I think just having consistent content out there, I think will help a ton. So just because having something is better than having nothing. But yeah, yeah, that's definitely gone down. I bet I was trying to think like a couple years ago, it was all over. Like, I mean, I think I even took a drop shipping course, so which I had seen one of the guys on YouTube. So uh, yeah, it used to be crazy. So yeah, it is kind of surprising to see it's not as high as it used to be. Oops, probably should spell it right. But yeah, I mean that's also part of it too. Is like trying to follow the trends, follow whatever's hot. So the NNN one was one of the craziest ones I'd ever seen though. Like I hadn't been following it too much, but I remember plugging it in originally, and it was like 3 million searches, and there was basically like 20. So like it was the overall score was at like a 90 because there were so many people searching for N8N and nobody was creating anything for it. So there was a huge opportunity, which is why I think some of these guys like exploded. So like Nate Herc was one where like his channel is massive because of that, because he happened to be like right when it happened. He had super good timing on that, and he also just like constantly creates good videos, so that helps a ton. Same with Nick, Nick Sarayev. He was kind of right on there too, where like he was doing Maker School right before that, but yeah, and he's definitely gone more like the business route, but he did capitalize on the internet traffic, which helped a lot. So anyway, definitely doesn't hurt to be ready. Yeah, Nate Hartman's huge. Yeah, his community is gigantic. So over the past 15 years, I've seen many get rich quick schemes. Yes, none of them worked. Yeah, exactly. It's usually like, no, for sure. Yeah, the coaching, mentoring, and course creation does work. Yeah, no, for sure. I don't know. I don't like selling courses, but it's funny because I've honestly spent like thousands of dollars on courses, so I probably need to like change that. But no, for sure. I mean, that model is like hard to beat, especially if you're offering something valuable. Like if your course is actually teaching something useful, then it's worth the money. And better to do the coaching thing for sure. Just be able to offer like direct advice and teach people how to do stuff. So yeah, Skool Games winners, AI automation is on fire. Yeah, it's insane, absolutely insane. Do need a skill to sell coaching, mentorship, and courses. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's tough to sell a course or coaching or mentorship without the experience to like back it up. Yeah, exactly. It's tough. Like people, I don't know. Like people will kind of they'll see through a little bit where they can tell that like you don't actually know what you're talking about. So that's why I try to like stick with what I do know. So it's like, I've known software for a long time, done automation for a long time. So like I can do that. I don't mind that. I can talk about the other stuff, but I can't say that like I've done it. Try to stick with what I've actually done. So yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I mean, AI can help you create a bunch of courses, but they probably won't be very good. So yeah. 56 years old, the qualification right now, it's easier for me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just having like that experience. And it's tough. Just I don't know, a patience thing or whatever. But I mean, at the same time, like if you figure something out and you get it to work, and then you can talk about the thing that you did, then you can totally have a course on that. It just gets harder. It's harder without having a ton of experience, I guess, to have something that's also that valuable. But I mean, and it can be, building a social media presence can be the thing, because then as long as you have the numbers, then you can prove like, well, I was able to build this channel, I can help you build another channel. So numbers are usually pretty hard to refute if you have like a good social media following, or if you made a bunch of money. Those are usually the two numbers that it takes to get somebody to actually care. It's like if you can say you've made a bunch of money and prove it, or you have a bunch of social media numbers, then you've already got the proof right there. Learning a lot from people from younger. Exactly. I mean, and hopefully, that's a good spot to be in too. Like you want to the goal is to keep learning. At least for me, you can learn something from everybody. So doesn't matter who they are. So uh, harder to, I guess, like, I mean, then you're back to like, you have to consolidate all that knowledge into some useful course if that's your goal. But definitely something to be learned from everybody. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's tough. I mean, it definitely is a good place to start as far as trying to build automations and sell them. And that's different, I guess, than trying to build like a social media presence like this. Um, yeah, I don't think I would be doing social media at all if I didn't have uh, you know, 10 years engineering experience. So like at least I have a foundation of something. It's like I've worked at a big company. Like I kind of know what I'm talking about, at least when it comes to software. So feel like I can at least offer value through that. But yeah, just starting out it would be tough. Unless it's more of like the documentation kind of thing where you're just like in there talking with other people about, your experience and what you're doing. So doesn't hurt to start. It just wouldn't make it like your main thing. It's more about you know, sharing what you're learning as opposed to trying to be like an expert. Let's see, but made money during 2003, 2008 as a real estate. Oh, wow. Okay. Ran a real estate company in Bulgaria. Sunny Beach, one of the biggest holiday resorts. Oh, man. Well, there you go. Yeah. I mean, can't go wrong with real estate. That's a good way to do it, too. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. I just worked at some bigger companies and saved up a lot of money. So, oh, geez. Oh, man. Well, sorry to hear about that. That sucks. Glad at least the company did well, but yeah, and hopefully doing okay after the heart attack. Sorry to hear that. Just here, there are some people who act as if they made it, even though they don't. Yes, even they do. If they preach how much it had real results, and yeah, I mean, and it sounds like that trend has not gone away either. Like the the guys that are selling a lot of like the course sellers. Maybe that's kind of where I feel bad. Is that there's a lot of course sellers that are just selling the course, like the guys that like rent the Lambo and spend way too much money on like a watch or whatever when they don't actually have that much money, or they like put it on credit cards or whatever. So yeah, there's a lot of guys that are just trying to convince you to buy their course because it looks like they're successful, and then their course is just like, oh yeah, go sell this course to someone else, so or whatever, like start your own course, and that's how you make money. So yeah, for sure. And a lot of that, I feel like Gary Vee, I think, has talked about that a lot. Even I think in Alex Hormozy too. A lot of times, like the people that believe that believe you when you're faking it are not the ones that you want to be getting anyway. Like the real people will see through it automatically. So yeah, exactly. Real mentorship, bad reputation because of Lamborghini dudes. Yeah, yeah, it's tough. It is tough. Best thing ever now, spend the time with family and helping others with their business in Scotland around the world. That's awesome, man. Well, that's great. Glad that you and exactly, yes, anyone can rent a Ferrari for an hour. I mean, and you can get a good return on that. You can rent that Ferrari, you can take a bunch of pictures, take a bunch of video, looks like you own it, go post it all over social media for months. But yeah, people might kind of figure it out. So not really worth faking it in the long run anyway. But yeah, one step at a time. Remember when you arrived on this community, it was 800 subs. Thanks, Isaac. That's all right. We're getting there. We're halfway to 900, I think. We're at 847, so we're getting there. But yeah, I think what was it? Unexpected player had it right. I need to be more consistent with my other social media stuff. Get there forever, or get there soon. But comfortable forever. That's awesome, man. Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, exactly. That's where it's also. I feel like that's part of it too. Is I don't know, being greedy, like wanting to have, oh man, I'm gonna be. I mean, if that's your true goals, like you want to be like a huge business person and whatever, have like, try to get to a billionaire status, like for sure, like go for it if that's what you want to do. But it's like a lot of times, like probably don't need that much money. It's more just like an ego thing. Like doesn't have to be hundreds of millions of dollars to be comfortable for the rest of your life. So or it could be, or you just be extremely comfortable if that's your goal. But to look at you and look like you need food and a handout. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Trying to not make it obvious that you have the money and you're doing well. Yeah, that doesn't hurt either. No harm in hiding it. Don't want to advertise it so that people start asking for handouts. So yeah, that's funny. But exactly, yeah, it's like you get to the point where it's like, I don't know. I mean, it just, again, like depends on what your goals are and all that. Like you want to change the world or whatever. That takes a lot of money. So that's where your true desire, true nature, but comes at a price. It's not easy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. They don't need to show it. They don't need to flaunt it. They're good just doing their thing. They don't have to prove it to anybody because they already know it. So yeah, big believer in that. Big believer in that for sure. The ones that are usually the ones that are showing it off or trying to sell something else. So yeah. Um, but I don't know. Still got to make some money somehow though. So right, still got to get out there and sell those AI automations. Get those innate-end implementations going. Man, this is crazy though. Actually, like yesterday, the X activity was huge just by including the term nano banana. Today, like nothing. Today is like not happening at all. Really crazy. Speaking of, I didn't try the nano banana yet. Where'd it go? Where'd my up go? So many tabs open. Probably need to readjust that. But it's back. So we can do auto, normal, cartoon, cyberpunk, Ghibli. Oh man, nice. Pixel art. Very cool, very cool. Let's do a pixel art logo for jpeters.dev. Go Nano Banana. Let's see. That's what you'd like to work with on automating the course process. That's not what I was expecting. Hey, there we go. That's better. That's pretty sweet, actually. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, absolutely. Be happy to chat about some sort of course process. I'm sure we can figure something out. So yeah, for sure. So I think I've got an email on here somewhere on my channel. So yeah, if you want to email me or anything, just just let me know. But yeah, happy to chat about that for sure. Yeah, because a bit automated courses. Yeah, because were you thinking power personal branding in action? Yeah, exactly. See, yeah, exactly. Got to establish yourself as a valuable resource. Then the DGX arrives. You can modify to create the text to audio, text to slides, then slides to video. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I haven't done everything in that yet, but definitely create text to audio for sure is easy, and then text to slides absolutely. Slides to video, like yeah, I mean I'm sure that would be pretty easy too. I have to figure out what kind of model we want to use with that, but yeah, exactly. That would that seems like a totally viable system. So yeah, for sure, happy to chat about it, especially with that beast of a machine you got going on. So slides to FFmpeg. Yeah, exactly. I mean, FFmpeg, man, it is a superpower. FFmpeg is awesome. It can do so much, and it's and especially if you got like a nice machine to run it on, like you are good to go. Even I mean, you actually can deploy it to. I forget it. I don't know if Danilo's around, but we need to talk about it. But even just deploying FFmpeg out to like Lambda, like on AWS, and just have it running in the cloud, it's actually pretty cheap. Like depending on what you're trying to do. But yeah, for sure. But with the crazy setup you're gonna have, like, yeah, absolutely, be super easy to do stuff like that. So very cool. Create this workflow in it and then prefer to offer it to your community for free. Well, that'd be fantastic too. That would be awesome, man. I would super appreciate that. Be more than happy to help with that. That's for sure. That's where I'd like to be as well. I like to be able to offer, I mean, ideally, ideally, I would like to be, I guess, more in your situation. Like, if I financially was super set, then I would love to give everything away for free. Like, I don't really want to have to charge for anything if I didn't have to. But unfortunately, I still have to pay the bills for now, so not quite to that level of financial freedom yet. But absolutely, whatever I can offer for free, I will definitely do. So that'd be great. That'd be amazing, man. Be more than happy to do that. So thank you. Appreciate the offer for sure. I wonder where I got this from. Did it must have found pictures of me. That's pretty funny. Prefer this. Yeah, it was on target. That was great. Can I download this? This is awesome. Thank you, Nano Banana. Yep, generated image. Think others could use theirs to create something of their own. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Well, and that's what. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I would like to do. There's a lot of stuff that could just be, a lot of automations that could be set up, out of the box, and help somebody get something going right away. So that's kind of my goal, especially with this. Like, I mean, my goal for this is like I really want to have a system which will take a YouTube stream like this and then turn it into a bunch of content, and help people do the same thing, like build a brand, go live. This part's the easy part. It's like it's fun to go live, but live streaming is not very scalable. But if you have a system that's running to make it scalable, then absolutely, like then it would help a ton. So same with like the course creation, that would be super valuable because courses are super popular. So yeah, having a system that generates courses would be very helpful. Never looked on others as competition, but colleagues. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Is that yeah, everybody else is really just kind of colleagues. Some people are going to be more competitive than others, but yeah, overall, I mean, something to learn from everybody. So everybody's kind of in the same boat, and I think the yeah, for sure, the rising tide raises all boats kind of situation makes a lot of sense. So yeah, definitely agree with that for sure. And it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, just wanted to add course title, targets audience, and it generates all the assets. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Target audience, yeah, that generates all. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, that'd be super useful. And it's yeah, right along the same lines as what I wanted to do here. Kind of basically build like a self-building brand, and that would be a big part of that for sure. And I don't know, it's one of those things where it's like if you're being valuable, like it'll return value eventually. I think that's the other problem is like most people like want money now, they want to get paid now. And it's like if you could be patient and just be valuable, eventually it can come back to you. You just can't, you know, sometimes you can't force it or sometimes you have to wait. So some people can upload to Udemy, Thinkific. Yeah, Thinkific. Yeah, I think of that. I think I've heard that one before. Teachable School. Yeah, absolutely though. Yeah, exactly. No, it would be that's a really good point. That would actually be super valuable. That would be a really valuable system. Especially, I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe missed the boat a little bit, but the whole Skool or Alex Hormozy launch thing last weekend, like Skool blew up, which is crazy. Skool had yeah, it's insane. So like this schoolers group is created for anybody that has a school that runs a school community. I mean, this was literally like 80,000 last week. I'm pretty sure. Like last week, it's already shot 50,000 members since like the weekend. So tons of people that are going to be that would need that as far as like needing to create courses for their school communities, that the brand new ones that they just set up. So yeah, for sure, absolutely, that would be very valuable. So yeah, happy to chat about that more. It'd be fun to get something on with that for sure. So sounds like a plan, man. Definitely happy to help with that and be able to help these guys. So whoever else is here that wants some course systems to build their own content would be great. Sounds like a plan. Well, good stuff, man. Yeah, appreciate it. I was gonna say I got if you want. There we go. That email will work. So if you want to contact me on here, that'd be cool. We can go from there. But yeah, man, sounds like a plan for sure. All right. Well, that was a quick hour. Yeah, that'd be great. Looking forward to it. But yeah, that was a quick hour. I wasn't sure. I was like, I was debating if I wanted to keep the streak alive. So I figured I'd do a casual Friday stream. But yeah, totally worth it. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Yeah, I may switch gears here in a little bit. Seems like a successful stream. I got to catch up on some other stuff, and then hopefully take some time for the weekend. Working with anyone sharing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, exactly. That's also kind of what I'm trying to do with the community. I know that there's a lot of other communities that did the same thing, but you know. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think I've got a link in the description or something somewhere. So yeah, Skool communities is going well too. Totally free. Haven't upgraded to. I may have a paid one as well at some point, but yeah, this one's free for now. So yeah, for sure. Isaac, I appreciate you being the hype man. Always out here, promoting. So I appreciate it. It's still a work in progress, but we're getting there. Hopefully, get it to the point that it'll, you know, live up to your expectations, make you proud. But thanks, man. Yeah, appreciate it. All right. Well, I might wrap this one up unless somebody else has any closing thoughts, any other comments. Try to drag out the stream anymore. Got a solid one today. May finally actually pull some shorts out of it, since I've been told by the expert that I need to get some shorts out of this stream. Awesome, man. Yeah, thank you, Craig. Yeah, me too. No, it was a great stream. So thank you for stopping by. Thanks for coming back. And yeah, happy to see what else we can figure out. So appreciate it, man. Thank you. Hopefully, enjoy your weekend. I think you're probably getting late into Friday night at this point. So have a good one, man. Um, yeah, and everybody else, thanks for stopping by. Definitely appreciate it. Again, I'll be back on. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Vlad. Yeah, I'll be back on Monday morning. That'll be the plan. So uh, usually, I don't know, seem to get live by like 10 Central. So I don't know what that is. I can't do the GMT off the top of my head. But yeah, I will catch everybody next week. Thanks again for hanging out. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one.